Scrump, where are you on the VTuber question? Are you an outsider? Are you pro or are you anti?
I'm neutral, honestly. It's a thing. It's not really my thing. I know a couple
Fair
of people who do it in like the light sense. There's a lot of people who are like light VTubers, you know what I mean? And they don't want to be on camera all the time, but they just want a little something there to represent themselves while they're streaming. And as a way of doing that, I think it's perfectly fine. A lot of people find it quite convenient. It's
Let me
just
make
a
an
much
argument
better
for you.
way.
Go
So
on.
you're yeah,
Um,
it's a lot of it is just like it's such a ubiquitous thing now. I don't understand people
Yeah.
having strong feelings on it. It
Yeah.
just it seems like, well, why would you get very upset either way about this thing existing that's not really for you?
Yeah.
It's like me getting annoyed about like certain types of like pop music existing. It's like me being really annoyed that Taylor Swift songs exist. Why would I sit there and be annoyed that Taylor Swift exists?
Because they're
It
Pentagon
doesn't really
psyops.
factor into my day. I suppose, yes, but I don't know.
Let me make an argument for you.
I have no thoughts.
Yeah, I'm making an argument for you about VTubers, why it's actually slightly a good thing, and that is that women streamers will usually rely on their looks to get more views, and an unfortunate nature of reality is that an ugly woman is unlikely to get, popular if they have their camera on. So you'll usually get thoughts. A woman with her camera on a stream or a video, I usually assume their thoughts, and maybe I shouldn't, but I think there's a reason I usually do. Maybe they usually are. They're using it to some extent. Exactly, they're using it to some extent. VTubers do not have the option to use their physical body to get views. I mean, okay,
there's
to be
also
clear, some of them do use their physical body in other contexts, but we're not talking about people that only use the VTuber avatar as their
a lot of them
image to
also
represent themselves
use
online.
use avatar sex appeal. There is a lot of like, risque, slightly lewd VTubers.
And
but
there's
that's
one
kind
that's
of
a
by the
porn
by.
star. But that's something that you can deal with yourself. But the point is that whilst, yes, there are edge cases there's variation, it filters much, much more for women that actually have a personality.
Are you coming out against the 3D DPs then?
I'm not sure what that means.
That's a very old reference. That's like a weeaboo reference. So 2D for life, 3D disgusting pig. You don't remember 3D DP? Because that's all you get. Like thoughts and post on 4chan, you get like an anime person just going 3D DP, which just means 3D disgusting. The 2D, the no my food, no one, simpler times. But it is almost like an evolved version of that. Though. It's amazing how the internet dynamics don't really change. That's an old dynamic from 4chan times of like post-anime girls, not real women. Therefore, you won't have the thottery. It's not thottery if she's imaginary.
No. I'm not saying you won't. What I'm saying is that it leans away more from thottery because it's less easy to do thottery, so it has to depend more on a personality. I'm not saying that there won't be. I'm just saying it's better for it. If you like, if you are averse to watching female streamers who have a camera on because a lot of them are thoughtish, it may be that you missed out on someone with a genuinely entertaining personality. But with VTubers, you've got a better chance of finding the ones that do have an entertaining personality because there's a lot less thottery possible with an avatar than with a camera.
I also a lot of the e-girls who stream have the most like disgusting living spaces. You occasionally just see like horrible piles of trash in the background. It's very bitch you live like this sometimes. So at least VTuber stops you having to see somebody's terrible e-girl apartment full of like burst monster drinks and Chinese food wrappers. E-girls.
I don't really understand where Sargon's position on VTubers comes from. I suspect that he also does not care about them at all and is just having fun with it, just larking about. Maybe even trolling people who, perhaps someone like me, feel the need to explain that their sort of newish art form is actually quite good. Though I wouldn't go quite as far as the people who Sargon appears to believe he can troll with it. So yeah,
like I said, I don't understand having strong opinions on the topic. They're they're there. People like them. People don't like them. It's I don't see anything wrong with it, really. like I said, my positions are very neutral. So for
Yeah,
once,
fair enough.
I'm being the fence sitting.
Fair enough. At the end of the day, it is just a different way of doing visual on a stream. But there are other things that come along with it, things you might not expect. So yeah, that is that.